What's up,
fellas?
Man Cave Sundays. Let's do it.
We got women up in the club trying to drop it like it's hot. See how his mind is.
Conversation. This is the place where the men gonna let it all out. Be honest, be transparent, man. Leaders and fathers, as men, we understand the nature of men is to be protected.
Women with Dorito booties.
Why you had to go there?
Dorito. What's
See, Jimmy.
See all of the thong.
Well,
Yeah.
It may not have been a thorn at first. It may turn into one.
Well, that's where you have a big. That's where you have a big booty, and in other words, just we need our women. What we don't need. I'm not going to say that extra bullshit, but we're not going to get into that. I'm just saying.
No. Let's get into it, Jimmy. You brought it up. What's up, fellas? How you doing?
It's good.
What's going on, Chief?
What's up? You got all gangsters on us today, man.
Fight night.
That's how you doing, man?
I'm great, man. You already know. Blessed to have
Oh,
you.
yeah.
How y'all fellas doing?
I'm pretty good today.
That's what's up.
Hey, G, what's going on, brother? You made it.
What up? I was trying, man. I got children in the backdrop. You know how that goes.
Oh, hey, it's fine. As long as you do your fatherly duties, hey, you good with me.
How y'all fellas doing this evening?
Doing pretty good.
A lot of prospects.
Doing pretty good. So we're just waiting for Eric to get in at Houston. This should be just a couple of seconds. So let's start with this. How was your weekend? Jimmy, what you do this weekend?
Man, new segments on my channel. A lot of graphic designing, a lot of sleeping. That's about it. The caddy broke down, so I can't go too many places, you know.
Gotcha.
So I've been holding it down for a little bit.
Gotcha. Deshaun, what you do this weekend, man?
Actually, my family reunion was this weekend. I'm just getting back from Wilmington, man. You know, just family, food, fun, you know, kind of politicking, talking about the goodness of Jesus, and, you know, just hanging out, man, cutting up, doing a little shopping and stuff like that. You know how it go.
Yeah. You doing the cooking?
Nah, I ain't do no cooking.
But you can cook, though, right?
Not this time around, but I definitely can cook.
Right. I think that's a K-Town thing, man. It's like everybody back home. East of North Carolina, at least everybody cook.
Definitely, everybody from K-Town can do a little bit of everything.
When you get to the table, give you a bell right there.
Yep, exactly. So we're just waiting for what's his name to get back real quick. Jim Savage.
Who?
What up, Eric?
You get looking at something.
No, I'm on with a couple of people.
Oh, Diddy doing that. Tell him you do a job.
Is that Mr. Lane?
What's up, Anthony? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Is that your mom talking? You might have a delay or something.
Yeah, he looked like he froze.
Yeah, he froze. All right, Jim got Jimmy back. All right. So Eric can probably have some difficulties, but he'll jump in whenever he can. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. But before we do, let's introduce everybody. I am your boy Hollywood, producer of Man Cave Conversation, meeting in the ladies' room, in the Velvet Room, and the Velvet Room After Dark. Next to me, I got a special guest today. Introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name Tashawn. They call me Mr. Church in the Streets, aka Preacher Boy. Just an all-around guy, old street dude, man, trying to do the right thing. You know how I go.
Yeah, that's what's up. Next to him, man, I got to keep jumping in and out of the picture. What you got there, AG? Introduce
What's
yourself,
up, man? This is AG, CEO A Plus Entertainment Group, and former co-host of the Gentleman and Jerk podcast, 89.9, 10 years. Overall, just chill dude, man. I'm a video game nerd, and I'm home either in the studio or watching a movie.
Yep.
Or dealing with the kids.
Hey, son, we got the same life just about, man.
Yep.
Last but not least, I got Mr. Savage. How you doing, bro?
What's good? It's your Aqua Omega Alpha, Mr. Savage.
There you go. All right. All right, so here we go. For the topic of the day is going to be this. Which is worse, a woman cheating on you or your woman saying, I'm keeping the goodness to herself? That's never good. I want to Eric actually want to suggest the topic. So what you guys think about the topic? Which is worse? A woman cheating or she keeping the goodness to herself?
They're both worse.
Both worse.
Yeah.
But if you had to pick one.
Shit. Cheating.
Yeah, why you say that?
Loyalty and trust, once that's gone, it's a waste of time. So that would be the worst.
Right.
You know, like you're not gonna sit there and want to be in a relationship if you know what I mean, if you can't trust her, your girl ain't loyal. Like I can sit there and be like, you ain't gonna give me nothing. I'll just jerk off around her and say, you gonna give me something, you know what I mean? It is what it is. I can play games with you too. But you cheating is what it is. You know what I mean? Like there's no trust. Once you lose that, you're gone.
Right.
All right, so let me just say this, right? Like at the end of the day, it depends on what perspective you're looking at it from.
Okay.
You know, because it's the thing, it's like this. Okay, first of all, you have to consider the fact that are you married? You know what I'm saying? If you're not married, then, you know, hey, at the end of the day, a woman is free to do what she wants to do as well as the man because you're not truly committed. Because when you look at it from biblical principle or biblical perspective, guess what? You ain't never seen nowhere in the Bible where it talked about boyfriends and girlfriends. You know what I'm talking about? So it's a lot to think about, you know, when you put certain things on the table. You know, I feel like a lot of people don't look at things the way they need to be looked at in order to even address a situation from that perspective.
Yeah,
Makes
I'm of the mindset they're both gonna yield the same results.
No,
Like-
why you say that?
I mean, because men by nature we're not designed to. The minute you even interrupt that element from either side of that into a relationship is going to cause issues. Men are not meant to be kept from sex, whether she's cheating or just not having it. So that's a dominant trait we have. Why do you think God rushed to put Adam down for a minute to create somebody for him to be with? He left him alone for a couple weeks and was immediately like, dude, listen. He had to put him to sleep. He took his rib out. It was like,
That's right.
this guy cannot be left here by himself. We're not meant to be left alone, bro. We gotta, So
you saying?
Of course, the cheating thing is worse, right? But let me tell you something. There's an element you're inviting. When the whole point of getting into a relationship is to kind of like single out the amount of people you do that kind of interaction with. Like basically, it's supposed to be down to just that one. And so there's a level of selfishness in just keeping it to yourself. I mean, you have a right to not have sex every day, of course, but there's a level of once you get into that kind of relationship, there's a level of, to me, it invites the same resolution, and eventually it continues to happen on either side of that coin is going to lead to dude seeking restitution elsewhere.
I feel you.
I will say this, men are very territorial.
Right.
Yes. That's facts. I've seen dudes who are straight up players and I mean just openly playing the field, and then the second that girl they think they're doing anything, they break down crying. Like, so yeah, it's a territorial thing with us. I'm talking about dude melted down like someone stole his money.
You know what? This is just my personal opinion. This is just how I view it though. But I think with women, whenever we cheat, I think they lose. It's a trust thing for them. That it's hard for them to trust again. With us, I think it's our pride that you allow another man to penetrate you, and it hurts deeper. It's not a trust thing; it's a pride thing. That's like, really, to me, it's a pride thing. Like when another man enters your part, it's something totally different. It's not a trust thing; it's a pride thing for me.
No, I agree.
But with them, it's trust. That's why it's so hard for them to re-love again, because you broke the trust. With us, it's not the trust thing. I think it's more the pride thing. Like, you know, it's an ego thing. Like, damn, really? I think it hurts our ego and our pride so much.
Well, I think it's because we have that mentality where we can go out and release and not have two shits about who it was. But when they get into a relationship, well, when they have sex, it's emotional. So they thinking of that person on a whole different level to the point where they're almost on the same level as you. So yeah, it's a pride thing because the way they think about sex, because they have to get into it. That's why it's usually planned and you don't catch them because they want to get it done. They think emotionally. So they're like, yeah, let me plan this so I can get away with it and go through it. I want to meet this man. I like his this. I like his that. We're just like, damn, let me get these drawers. And then I forgot your name. Let's go. You know what I mean?
To the next one.
Right. They get emotionally involved. They have to get, well, the younger chicks now, they don't give two shits. But I'm talking about normally, they're emotionally involved. And that's a bigger issue with us because we know that they're like feeling that person to a certain degree.
I actually think that's what's wrong with most relationships today. This generation of women, my generation, the group, I'm in that 38 to 48 range. I'm not going to tell you where I land in there, but I'm in there. And this group of women are all of that. They have that same thing that we had, yo. They just, like Rihanna ruined, is just another one on the hit list of them, yo. They don't have that emotional connection.
Right.
She's looking for that D.
They drop lines like we do.
I'm gonna tell you though, now more women are more aggressive than men now.
Yeah.
Women try to walk in dominance now, so you got to be careful about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, women want to control the relationship, women want to control the man, women want to control the house. When you look at the word, it lets you know though, man was to dominate, man was to control, but now it's like the roles have reversed. So you got to be very careful about that too, because if you don't walk in your dominance of your authority, the Bible says God created man and gave him dominion. You understand? Over everything, you know, so you got to be careful about that. You got to put it out there and make it known with whatever relationship you get into. It's even down to sex. Like when you talk about the woman cheating or whatever, you supposed to be on your toes and watching what's going on around you the whole time you in a relationship, because if you ain't on your toes, they'll take, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's anybody, anything. So you got to be very careful, man.
I definitely agree. And Eric just popped in. Eric, the topic is going to be which is worse, a woman cheating on you or a woman saying I'm keeping the goodies to herself. So everyone chimed in. You have anything to say about Eric? If you can hear us. Eric, can you hear us?
Hey, if you can hear me, Anthony, I apologize, man. This internet down here when it rains, storms, and like nobody internet wants to work properly.
But we can hear you though.
Okay, I couldn't hear you just now.
Struggle streaming.
So now, what is your view on which is worse, a woman cheating on you or saying I'm keeping goodies to herself? What's your thought on that, Eric? Okay, he's having difficulties. All right, but let's talk about this then. This keeping goodies to yourself. You know, especially if you're in a relationship, unless a woman is tired, and sometime in the early stage of relationships, whenever women have kids, it can be a little more difficult because she has to get the kids ready for school and, you know, make dinner or whatever. But to be in a relationship and a woman decide to do that, it's like if a man does cheat, I look at it like this. If you're the only person that can feed him food, every day he goes out in the world, he's around all these restaurants, he's around people that offer him food, and you're the only one that's responsible for feeding him, then if he cheat, I think that's probably your fault.
She's not allowed. She's not allowed to hold that coochie back, man.
You do take it.
Huh? If she's mine, I'm not gonna take it. You know what I mean? But I'm like, it's like, if you're my wife, if you're my wife, that's mine, man. I don't care what you talk about. If you're my wife, that coochie is mine. It's mine. You better lay there.
once you agree to get married, that's part of the deal. I don't even understand how that's not even understood part of the deal. I did not get
Let's
married.
keep it real though. A lot
I
of
didn't
these
get
men,
married
they
to hold
marry you,
hands
they tell you
necessarily.
when you gonna get that booty. Don't play, man. And
No,
then
listen.
not only that, sometimes it take for a nigga to get in another situation for them
well,
jokers to show up and act right.
Here's the
Keep it
thing.
real. Like
For
y'all
Tanya
playing
Burnett,
around and y'all pity patting, they'll lock you in, dog, and tell you when you getting that booty and act like you don't deserve it. And lo and
Right.
behold, you better not start talking about no.
but here's the
Ah.
thing though. If they wanna sit there and play games with your cooch, then they shouldn't have a problem with him going outside and getting it. Then
Why wouldn't they have a problem with it?
no, they
already
should have
feel
no.
like
If they
they're
want
in
to
control.
hold the cooch back, and you know that's what we want and need most of the time, you should have no problem with me going out and getting it.
Cause and effect.
Yep, plain and simple. Why you don't play games? Don't play games.
I see where you got that savage from.
I'm,
now.
no, I'm
Oh, yeah.
saying,
Oh, yeah.
Don't,
Oh, yeah.
Don't play no games. This ain't no game. This ain't no game. I want some cooch. You my wife. You ain't gonna sit there hold it out on me. You know what I'm saying?
Well-
We don't do, come on. I can see if you tired. Okay, I'll let you get some sleep. Once you wake up and I'm still horny, let's get it in.
You know
Hey,
what the
let me
problem
ask
is?
you a question. So you
That's part
haven't
of the
been
deal.
married yet, right?
Huh?
Have you ever been married?
No.
Guess what? The roles reverse when you get married, dog.
Yeah, okay.
You the
I'm
man
horny.
right now, right? You the man right now, right?
Listen, I'm gonna be the man regardless.
Hey, for real though, I understand I am the man and I do walk in dominance, but guess what? You get that broad a mile, she gonna take it. You understand where I'm coming from?
That's why you don't get. That's why you don't give it no mile.
Sometimes
You
the
mine.
booty getting so good, bro. Guess what? You be like, yes, baby.
Nah,
Okay, baby. I
nah.
got you, baby.
Lay down,
You see where you
baby.
shaking your head today.
Lay
When I
down,
get to
baby.
the wedding, I'm gonna be laughing at you, nigga.
Now you ain't. You gonna see us disappear for a minute because we're gonna be getting it in.
But you know, no. And for the ones that been someone for a long time, I think that sometimes what I think I realize is once you've been married for a while or with someone for a while, you just seem to think that it's a given. You're supposed to do it. I get that. I think that with women, the thing that they lose is they want to still feel like you're attracted to them. They want you to still sort of work for it. Until you want it, not like just obligate. Like there's no romance. I think that what it is after we get comfortable, it's like we take away the romance part of it and just like, okay, I'm supposed to get that. And with them, they still want to feel that desire like you did from day one. I think that's what the missing thing is. But I still don't agree with you just hold it to yourself. There need to be a conversation at that point.
Now, women like to be chased, man.
True.
You know what I'm talking about? Like at the end of the day, man, they want to know that you desire them from the beginning of the day till the end of the day. Don't go to work all day and show up like, hey, you got it all together and it's all good. Guess what? Baby girls still need that attention. You got to come through the door, baby. How was your day? You looking mighty fine. You know what I'm talking
Pull
about?
your pants down.
If you ain't doing nothing but touching and teasing, you know what I'm talking about? You got to show up and act like you want it, baby. You know what I'm talking about? You keep that thing excited, nigga. You ain't never got to worry about her really keeping them goodies to herself. And lo and behold, don't buy a little outfit and bring a little gift through the door from time to time.
But that's
She's gonna be smiling and grinning.
You're talking some stuff now.
I'm telling you, like it works if you work. And I just got finished walking down the beach with my wife, talking about seashells and daggone getting broken pieces of daggone what you call them seashells. They were broken. I was telling her about our life and everything. And she, oh baby, oh daddy. Guess what? And when I got back to the room, I got me some ties.
That's it.
You know what I'm talking about? You just got to know how to do it, baby. Hey, look, and I don't even supposed to be talking like this.
You did all the seashell by the seashore just for some top.
Hey, guess what? Hey, guess what? I'm talking about, guess what? It ain't even like that. When it come to me, hey, I make movies, son. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I don't never worry about not getting the goodies. It ain't never no mad times for me. I don't know what you got going on.
Keisha said teach him. She said teach him.
Hey, I appreciate that, baby, because I know the truth. I know what it takes. You know what I'm talking about?
Can that bring us back in for a minute though? Can that bring, because we getting involved, we getting into the weeds right now. First and foremost, you can tell this chick she's beautiful every day, man. But chick is going to accept you. she's going to accept it. You can wake up with flowers unannounced. You can show up with chocolate, candy, romance. All it depends on the person. It's still all personality and match based.
I got you.
Trust me. Like you can show up with all that. If a person is built to be loyal, they're going to be loyal. They're going to be there for you. I ain't talking about loyal. We were talking about. I'm talking about the difference between withholding and or cheating. If a person is going to be for you, because you gotta realize we live in a world of savages. They could be disloyal and still sleep with you every day.
But guess what? We live
Like they don't have. They
will
will be banging you and someone else. This is 2022.
Exactly.
So
we living in a different time now. People don't have morals and values on it.
I think it cuts a little deeper when they just withhold it because they will be savage and do someone else and use it. When they withhold it, they ain't doing nothing else. It's something deeper there.
Yeah.
And it depends on what withholding is for. Go ahead, Eric. Eric didn't get a chance to respond. Eric, what you got to say about it?
Yeah, I'm gonna say it like this, and I know how the dating world is right now in this era of time. Can y'all hear me clearly?
Yep.
And as far as marriage, you should not have to work for the goodies. That is automatically yours. Now, because everybody, I understand what you're saying. Relationship is based on pleasing one another. If a man comes home or if a wife come home and they don't have that energy to, go out and paint the house or go out and buy this and buy that, because it shouldn't be about material things, period. It should be about intimate love when you got married. Now, as far as girlfriend, boyfriend, dating game, whatever you call it, then I understand that. But when you got your woman, you all should be first to please one another. It shouldn't be where you have to work for something because you did 99 things and you didn't complete the 100 thing. Now you don't get the goodies. No, you do have some women out there that does that. You can do 1 through 99, but you don't do 100. Oh, now you got to work for the goodies. No, that's the wrong answer. That is not marriage and that is not a relationship.
All that was supposed to be arranged pre-marriage. All of that was supposed to be, that was whole part of the whole romance of you in the first part.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean? What do I mean? We're all, this is 2022, right? We're all adults. No one here has ever initially saw somebody's personality. You don't see the personality after you meet it. The attraction's there. So when we're courting you, we're setting the groundwork. Once we get married, hey, we should always be. That's the whole privy to being married thing. Is what you're working towards, right?
Yeah, but
let me be honest with you. You got people that get married out here that never feel like they had the significant other before they married them and after they marry them. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people out here that are married and they feel like they haven't even won their wife. Or it's a lot of people out here that's been married that feel like they haven't even won their husband. So they walking around in insecurities and different things like that. So sometimes they hold back on the booty, courtesy to the fact is that they think that's what you still holding on to.
Then you ain't married to the right person.
You might get tired of it.
You ain't married to the right person.
You hit the key word. You hit the key word, insecurities.
Yeah.
A lot of times there's so much insecurity. It's so much a disease that is blocking you from being who you were when you first met her or when she first met you. But because you have locked up and now have gotten married, it seems as though, okay, he got me now and I got him now. Now I have control. I'm gonna take control. It's no longer us trying to work each other. It now, because I have control over him, and because I have control over him, I'm gonna keep the goodies for a little bit when I don't get what I want.
But you know,
I'm gonna tell you like this: within a relationship, it's an everyday job, dog. Like at the end of the day, let me tell you something. If you working at it and she ain't, it's already gonna be a borderline built in between y'all. Right. So there's gonna be some underlying issues. So
there's gonna be one discussion.
To make her happy every day, to keep her excited, she got to work every day to keep you excited. She got to work
one discussion, bro.
I like
Listen.
you just said this, Sean. Go ahead, Jimmy.
This is gonna be one discussion, bro. This is gonna be a warning. That's it. If you wanna play games? There's no games in this. I can see. No, seriously, I can see if you got some problems down there. You need to hold off. That's good. But if you walk in and your shit work is still getting wet, and I want some, and you trying to play games, there's no reason for you to be playing games. If you built up something where, you want to hold off, that's still game plan. You better discuss something. And if you're gonna sit there, well, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. Okay, there's a warning. Here's a warning. Next time I come for something and you don't give it to me, guess what I have to do? Release, right?
I like
Play
this
games.
guy.
Play a game.
He really a savage.
Bro,
Hey,
I love it.
He
I
come
love
through
it.
the door, that nigga be like, yo, what, you moist?
Right?
I like this dude, man.
My hero.
Stop playing with me. Hey, yo, stop playing with me right now. You moist?
Let's go.
Like, word?
Hey,
I can smell that.
Jimmy,
I can smell that. Let me get that.
Jimmy, what you're saying is exactly what the Bible is really telling me, telling others. Hey, you need to give your husband and give your wife something before they go and get something from somebody else.
That's right. That's
Keep
right.
it
That's
going.
true.
Keep it going so distraction won't come in between you two.
But
Here's my
let's
thing.
go a little bit deeper. Can we go a little bit deeper than that, though? See, this is what it is, right?
That was the whole
Like
point,
at the
right?
end of the day, just giving the booties and the goodies, there are so many other underlying issues that create problems within a marriage that push a wife to cheat or push a husband to cheat. You understand what I'm saying? Like, sometimes it ain't about the romance. Sometimes it's about, sometimes you can get married and people can have kids, and then you're going through stuff with the kids. You're going through stuff on your job. People acting like they ain't concerned. And it's so many other things that push people in other directions. You just got to really think about it. When you look at life, everyday life, like for real, we men, like we very territorial. And when things ain't working out with our cars or things ain't working out with our houses, and then you got the bosses trying to intimidate you. And now even in the working class world, let's just use the factory setting for an example. Most of the time now they have women supervisors, women crew leaders. So now women are throwing their dominance at you all day. So they do that to design it to make men feel like they're the weaker vessel. So then when you come home and your wife throwing her weight around like that, it's easier for you to move in another direction where the woman is acting like the weaker vessel or acting like she's more submissive to you than what you're getting at home. It's a lot of stuff going on out here that actually motivates or encourages you to do other things than what you should be doing. So you got to be very careful because the devil is very tricky. He'll fool you in places that you ain't got no business, dog, just because of how your supervisor made you feel. It doesn't even necessarily have to be your wife. Just because your supervisor made you feel a certain way and she was a woman, now it got you looking at your wife and then questioning some of the ways she be acting.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So you got to be...
The toughest blow I ever took to the ego was not that the woman I was with at the time made more than me. It was that she made significantly more than me. Like, it was stupid, the crazy amount she made more than me. I just like I was literally at a level, I was like, there's nothing I can do for her. Like, I felt the entire time, like the first couple years we were together, I was like, I can't match anything. That was a tough feeling.
But that shouldn't be the issue.
No, it's not. But you have to keep it in your mind. You have to move.
But you was insecure too. If that was an underlying issue, you wasn't secure because I could tell you wasn't even moving in your dominance from the very beginning.
Not in this
with my wife, right? Guess what? When me and my wife first met, when me and my wife first met, I was a big drug dealer. I use myself for example, right? So I had plenty of women. I was doing whatever I wanted to do. I was living how I want to live. When I walk in the club, all the women in the club come and greet me. But I wanted my wife. You understand what I'm saying? So now why am I saying that? When I came home from prison, I ain't had nothing. My wife gave me my first $40. And I said, you would never have to worry about it again. When I get myself together, I'm going to take care of you. Guess what? I live by biblical principle in the old day. I pay all the bills. I buy all the cars. I do it all, dog. And guess what? Not because I'm trying to prove my dominance, but guess what? I want to be the example and allow people to know that I want to walk in that real manhood, that real level of walking in your power and authority, shall I say. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
I love it.
I believe this. We have got away from the true morals and values of leadership that our parents taught, that our grandparents have taught, that our great-grandparents have taught. And guess what? That's why our neighborhoods and our communities are failing. That's why relationships are failing. You don't even see a nigga open the car door no more. And you wondering why your wife cheated? Nigga, you don't even see a nigga bring that woman roses on Valentine's Day no more. Yeah, happy Valentine's, babe. You know I love you. Girl, she still want it, nigga. She still want to be treated right. She still want to be smiled at. She still want you to slap that booty.
That's cool. That's cool. But guess what? You saying a lot of she.
That booty walking through the mall.
You saying a lot of she though. You saying a lot of she. Okay, she need to do some shit too.
Hey,
you know what I mean? Like, listen, you go ahead, bring her roses on Valentine's Day. I guarantee you, again, roses again.
Let me keep
She's
it
gonna
real
want
with
more.
You, right?
You keep
I'm
all that up.
I'm gonna keep it totally honest with you,
Watch.
right?
That's
My wife
bro.
do everything, and I still stepped out one time. My wife do everything. She buy me. She go to the outfit. She to the mall, buy me outfits, cook every day, clean every day. Nigga, I ain't washed dishes since I've been married. So she.
Yeah, she.
She. And then I can still walk through the door.
Read the screen. Read the screen.
The preacher smacking booty.
My goodness gracious.
It's 2022. That's what's going down now. Preacher
Hey,
smacking
I told
booty,
you.
all type of shit.
But
We're in a different generation, man. We're in a different generation. All of that sounded. Give me just a
Hold
second.
on. Hey, yo, let me get back where she said the preacher smacking booty, right? Hold on. Let me keep it real with you. So you mean to tell me because I'm a preacher, I shouldn't make my wife feel wanted? That's the problem. You got too many preachers out here telling lies and not keeping it real. That's just like right now. Okay, let me give you another example. You mean to tell me you got a pastor been preaching in a church for 20 years and he act like he ain't never seen now another woman but his wife? Nigga, stop lying. You can't help me get my life together when you acting like you ain't never seen now another woman. That's the problem. Niggas don't want to keep it real. And I'm the preacher that say niggas because niggas don't want to keep it real. Come on, man. Let's be honest. It's time to be more open and honest. Understand this. The Bible says in Revelations 12 and 11, and we overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. If I don't tell you the truth, how you gonna overcome? How you gonna get stronger, Savage? How when she get more, you ain't gonna go crazy when she coming through the door?
Listen, brother.
Talk to me.
I'm celibate and single.
Now I know sometimes I get a little over the top, but
nah, it's all good.
Eric, what you ready to say?
You know,
Eric.
it's okay for man to look. It's not lusting, it's not that time.
You're breaking up, brother.
Just because and I'm quite sure a lot of pastors do as well. They are lusting out
On the way you said, but I know it's good.
You can just
he's into
faithful. You can just be a faithful. You can be a faithful individual, and I understand what you said, my brother, about you pay all the bills, but every household is different. Some women don't want you to pay all the bills because they want some sense of independence. So even though you try to do
wife got independence, don't get it twisted, bro. That's not what
every household is different. No, hold on. Every household is different. What is being done at 111 Brown Street may be different from what is done at 112 Brown Street. So every relationship is different based on what you two want to bring into the marriage.
Right.
Because I'm all about,
that's true. But that's something you gotta build together. It's all about.
She don't think I'm single and celibate.
And figuring out and finding what you really want. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real. Now, don't get me wrong. My wife won't work. What you say?
I think we lost him.
That's that Wi-Fi.
I think we lost him.
But you know,
The
I'm gonna say this real quick. You know, sometimes I think like, you know, whenever I meet women, you know, new women now, my thing is I ask them what are they offering, because you take the sex away, which women always think they got the leverage when it comes to that. Sometimes they do, but when you take that away, and that's no longer a key that you have to play into what it's about to do, it changes everything. And they're not used to a man coming in that way, because why is it that the sex or the goodies always have to be leverage? And that's bullcrap.
That's all they got. But I'm gonna say this: none of that shit you gotta worry about if you don't fucking communicate. That's all it is. That's why I said you want to hold the cooch. That's why I'm gonna communicate with you. Cut that shit the fuck out. That's communication. Cut that shit out. There's no need for you to be holding the cooch. That's my communication and warning at one time. Boom. You want to keep doing it again? Guess what? You never know. Something might happen. Plain and simple. Stop doing that shit, because she would do the same thing. You not doing what she want, she gonna go out and do something. Or if she don't communicate or something like that, so she gonna go out and do whatever she want. So I'm communicating with you. I'm backing up myself by communicating. I let you know already. You know what I'm saying? Now you want to keep doing it for what? If you're not telling me why you're doing it, and we don't come to a conclusion why you're doing it, or some type of whatever why you're doing that, and I agree, nah, it's not happening. It's not happening. You playing games, you fucking up the relationship.
I'm with him, and today you have to be more strict, and I tell you why. As the resident millennial on this call, it looks like I gotta go ahead and throw this out there. You guys had an advantage, we don't. See, back in the day, dude had to have your girl number to reach out. They had to have a phone number, like her landline, not her cell, where she could be reached at any time. You know what I mean? Or anything. Matter of fact, today they don't even need a number. They just need her name or her IG name, and then her inbox faster than you can say anything. 2022, dating for the past 10 to 15 years been crazy, because now chicks have more options than ever, and we all know.
No, they think they got more options.
Not just, I'm gonna rephrase that.
They do.
Not just because I don't want to put it on them. Not just women. Everyone has more options than ever. I'm not gonna dump on women. Women have a right to live their life too. I'm not gonna do that. We all have a right to live our life. But as far as relationships goes today, the options are crazy. Back in the day, a long time ago, there's my phone number to reach out to them. Now if I got your name, I can find your Instagram, I can find your Facebook, and I'm in your text messages faster than if I was at the grocery store and asked you for your phone number.
But so here's the thing though. I heard you mention that this is 2022. I heard a lot of people say that. I think that at the end of the day, that to me, whenever I hear that, that means nothing, because we want to act like the relationship's supposed to change, like you're supposed to. The relationship part never changes. That's why we're struggling, to be honest, because all the electronics and Facebook, all this other stuff, this is not normal. And so we still desire human interaction, and we're using the electronics to communicate with each other, and our body is doing something different. It's our natural alignment that we have towards each other is not lining up, and we're using everything else to line us up in relationships. So I don't think, even though it is 2022, but someone can tell me that stuff is getting better in 2022, then they have a point. But when I think back and we use the principles of the Bible and how relationship actually was, where it was invented, where it came from, we got away from that. And even though it's 2022, I'm sorry, but the stuff we're doing, it's proof it's not working. If you can show me proof that this bullcrap is working, then I say, okay, you have a point. But even though it's 2022, that stuff ain't working.
See, we can't do that though, because we have read the whole Bible. We know that Adam and Eve fell apart almost right away.
Fell apart how?
What do you mean fell apart right away? How? How?
Yeah.
Like literally, like the first chapter of the book, she offered him.
What does that have to do with relationship though?
She always trying to kill you. That's what it is. She always trying to hurt you and kill you.
By the way, they referred to dude as a snake. We're just gonna say he was bigger, but you know what I mean. They basically said she.
But that has nothing to do with relationships. What makes the relationship work? That part never changed.
Who gave
That's
her the
what
fruit?
I'm trying to understand.
Who gave her the fruit?
Doing right
serpent
now,
or Adam?
The year has changed the mindset of women and men now.
Yeah,
so that's why the way the difference.
Hey, yo, hold on. Can I say something right quick? I don't mean to cut you off, right? But when he started talking about the serpent and Adam, to be honest with you though, that was the first sign of your woman cheating on you right there. When she went and talked to that man in the garden, she started cheating right then.
Right. That's
She opened up right
I'm
then,
agreeing with
bro.
you.
Like you gotta be able to, like you gotta be a detective in this thing. You understand what I'm saying? Like when you can dissect that thing, you can already figure out what's the problem before the problem manifests. See me, if I was Adam, I would have probably already knew where my lady was at, where the serpent ain't really had a chance to even get in her face on like that without me being aware. You understand what I'm saying? And guess
already
what?
passed the fruit. He was the first one.
Exactly. He already I understand them having a general conversation, but guess what? You really supposed to about have your lady in check where she be like, you know what? I ran into a nigga at the store the other day. Like right now, my wife just told me on the way back home. I went through some stuff and she was like, yeah, nigga called my phone. You know, I ain't seen him in a couple of years. I'm pretty sure he heard we had some stuff going on. Guess what? You know what I looked at and said? I ain't even worried about that nigga. You make that your choice.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? In other words, I'm allowing you to know. I'm gonna give you the opportunity to go out there to do all you want to do. Now it's totally up to me if I decide to keep you after you make the decision. You understand what I'm saying? Just like right now, you gotta understand, as men, we can't keep running around acting like we intimidated, like we insecure. You got to walk in your true manship, dog. You can't keep running around here like right now. That nigga supposed to knew about the snake because he putting that wood down so good that, baby, you know that nigga tried to talk to me today.
But now you gotta realize here's the problem.
I like that one.
She didn't refer to Adam as the serpent.
Guess what?
Guess what? She referred to the other boys
even
alone.
with Adam being who he was, right? You got to remember, what did God put Adam in the garden for? To work. You don't just go to work and not work on your woman. You got to do the whole job, baby. Don't do part of it.
I mean, no harm, but Adam God actually put Adam there and took the rib to give to the woman.
Good evening.
Adam should have been chilling.
But Adam
he should have been able to keep his own goddamn rib, man.
Listen,
why you gotta take from me to make something? Why you gotta take from me to make something? You know what? Cut that shit the hell out. You're gonna take my rib to make something? Come on, man.
Right.
You already taken from me, so that means I'm less than. You trying to make me less than.
Look, let me keep it real with you though. Scripture says everything that God made was good and was very good. So why not take the rib from you, nigga? If you wanted that baby or that booty to be just as good as you was, you wanted God to get that rib out of you.
I want to keep my ribs, man.
Right.
He gave you a replacement. You got them all. He gave you a replacement.
Hey, but tell that to lie.
Nah, man. Hey, for real, I apologize, y'all. I'm cutting up a little bit today.
Nah, that's what you're here for. Let's get it, man.
Yes, I love it.
But what I get from this conversation, and let's just hear it from you guys. Are we all saying that it's probably worse for a woman to hold it good than it is to cheat?
I think, believe it or not, and I know this sounds weird, I feel like it's more malicious if she just withholding it. I know that sounds crazy. It feels more malicious if she just holding it in.
This is the thing, like but the thing is, when you cheat or something like that, you ruin the relationship. So that's the worst. You try to hold it with me, and at least you have the opportunity. Because I'm a sexy motherfucker. She ain't holding nothing back from me. You know what I'm saying? So I would like to play that temptation game too, and it also builds character between y'all too. So you have the opportunity to change it around or build off of it. Once you cheat, your mind is all fucked up regardless. You really can't get that trust and loyalty back.
But here's the thing though. Here's how it goes. And the cheating is the worst, but if you hold your goodies, it's gonna lead to cheating.
It could be fun though.
That's what I was saying from the beginning. To me, it leads. They both end up leading to the same resolution,
depending on your communication skills.
Honestly,
I agree with that. You can't. Yeah, that's
honestly, this is the thing, man. Like, you got to keep the relationship open, man. You know, like at the end of the day, you want to try to avoid all that. And in order to avoid all that is how you submit and yield to each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, like coming together, talking, you know, having that conversation, spending that time, seeing how the other feels about whatever situations or whatever's going on in your day-to-day life. If you don't do that, it's bound to happen throughout a period of time.
Hey,
you know, and everybody's situation is different.
I definitely think you should continue to date.
Let Eric say something. Eric, what you going to say real quick?
Yeah, all that is really good. Yeah, all that is really good right now.
Struggling.
Every time he get good.
A handful of guys that are talking about the same thing. I know some 70-year-old something men. I know some 60-year-old something men, some 50, 40 that I have.
Every time you get to the most important part, it cut out.
So they're holding cooch. That's y'all fault.
And they all say, man, I don't. What's the problem with women? Hey, I do everything for my wife. I do this. I do everything she asks about. Being open to one another and having a conversation. But I'm telling you, there are women out here that are ruthless and will be mad over something that happened a year ago, even after you have done everything after that for them to please them. So I'm just keeping it real. I can name people right now, and I know that they've been doing things nice for their spouse. But sometimes women are the only ones that go back and did stuff. I refuse to go to bed with being mad with my woman. I refuse that. And Anthony and Savage know I should be able to lay down with my wife every night and have peace before we go to bed. But there are some people out here in this world some women that doesn't like to let things go, and therefore they hold on to things.
Did y'all have that conversation about it?
Huh?
Did y'all have the conversation about it, and then she said she was good with it?
Yeah, they can say they're good with it, but guess what women do? They go right back and pull it right back up the next day.
I have every right to ignore the hell out of her while she's talking to her.
But guess what? A lot of times that's the stuff that lead to cheating, you know, because at the end of the day, a lot of men feel underappreciated anyway, from the beginning to the finish.
Yeah,
we are.
That's one of the biggest problems we deal with. Men feel underappreciated. No matter what you do, it's never enough.
Never enough.
It's never enough.
Never enough.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can buy the house, you can buy the car, you can do it all. You can cook.
But Jim just said that. Jim, you just said that, right?
Yep, I told you buy them roses every Valentine's Day. They like, oh, what's next, nigga? What's the newest thing? Where's the rings? Where's the jewelry? It's never gonna end, bro. You give them the mile, they're gonna try to go everywhere, bro. It don't matter. You play your role, you keep it that way.
And you don't know.
That's what I was saying.
If you're the man of your purpose,
walk in your dominance. You
yep, and if they try that bullshit,
you gotta know when to say no. Like at the end of the day, you gotta know when to say no.
Sit your ass down. That's what you tell them.
Say no, they gonna bang you.
My man, y'all, you were preaching the Bible for 30 minutes early. You can know when to say no, and it won't matter. I'm pretty sure Adam said no. Right along God, Eve still took the fruit. You can tell them all day.
Well, get the fruit basket. Tell them to take the fruit basket then.
Hold on. Where you get the part? Where you get the part?
You can have divine energy and say, don't eat that damn fruit.
And if they want to eat the fruit, buy this. There's 3 women to every one guy. There's plenty to pick from.
Yeah,
so go ahead. You act up. Guess what? You act up. There's somebody on backup. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Like, we trying to be faithful.
See,
we trying to know.
Let me tell you something.
We trying to do everything we want to.
Married. You can't.
Because because here's the thing. Because there's nobody worthy to be married right now. Ain't nobody stepping up to the thing. I'm trying to do what's work for me. I'm trying to come to the table with everything I need for a marriage. That's why I'm not married. Hold on. I'm not going to step in it half-ass like most people do.
You can
Let
say
me-
you ain't gonna
let me-
step
let
in
me
and
throw
have
some
nigga, I
statistics out
cried
there.
at the altar like a baby. You
That's
don't know what's gonna
that's
go on in
that's
your
emotion. That's
relationship
emotions for your.
that's
That's
gonna
emotions for
lead
your
you
girl.
or make you feel
That has
other
no-
ways.
No,
It's just like right now. I'ma
listen.
give you
Crying
an
has
example.
nothing. Crying has nothing
I'ma
to do
give you an
with
example.
how you
got
how
you
you're
got a
carrying
million
yourself.
guys,
Bro.
right? Everybody
nothing to
say,
do with
yo, I ain't getting saved because I ain't gonna play with God. Nigga, you ain't gonna never get saved because you always gonna be doing something.
That doesn't
You
make no sense.
understand what I'm saying? So the same thing with a relationship.
No, bro.
It's just
No,
like
bro.
this.
Here's the thing.
A lot
Nobody
of
listen. This is what I'm trying to tell you. People go into these relationships still backed up from the last relationship, still don't got their shit
I
straight.
totally agree.
And then hold on. And then they want to sit there and be like, what's the problem with this relationship? I'm trying to come in as much of 100 as possible so there won't be any problems in our relationship so I can handle the main things that I need to. So that's why I'm not married, because I'm not choosing to be, because I need to be on my 10 first. And then
That's right.
they will fall around me and I have my chance to choose.
Hey,
And
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
with
And I-
Savage for a minute too. Stripping now, is there a benefit to him or any male getting married these days? That's a different conversation though.
yeah.
It can't.
Well, yeah, that's
I'm sorry, is there a
yeah.
legal benefit? Let me rephrase it. Let me rephrase it that way. Is there a
Business.
legal benefit to a man getting married in 2022?
Well, to be honest with you, I don't
there.
really think men. I don't really think men really trying to use the.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna marry because legally is no benefit. Like you don't need to get married. Period. Like you, that's the reason you get married. You don't need to get married.
Well,
they should
well,
never,
I understand what he's saying.
they should never have. They should
Let
never
me tell
have
you this,
relationship
right?
laws.
Like, you don't get married for legal benefit. You
Right.
get married so y'all can grow together. So you can
Of
be
course.
intimate, so you can be a family. Just like right now, even with me, I don't even really believe in divorce. You understand what I'm saying? Because guess what? What you gonna do? Go out and get another woman and she gonna have another issue like the other one? You know what I'm saying? It might
That's
not be the
exactly
same
what I'm
issue,
saying.
but everybody got issues, dog.
Everybody.
You
No
understand
one-
what
no
I'm
one
saying? So
goes
guess
into
what?
marriage
Just
just wanting
because
to
you
get a
get a
divorce.
divorce and go get another woman don't mean you ain't gonna have another issue. She might do better in the area that the woman you left did, but guess what? You gonna still deal with some stuff, and then you gotta learn another woman all over again.
That's how it works.
Let me throw some statistics out there. As far as getting married, almost 100% is initiated by a man. As far as getting married, you follow me with this. I know the woman wants to get married, but the man initiates by getting on his knees and saying, "Hey, would you marry me?" Do you know there's 80% divorces that's initiated by women? Why is that?
Oh no,
of
women be
emotional-
saying they want to do something different.
right.
See,
because
and you know what? That's why nobody's getting married.
it comes from emotional. The women have a lot that they hold on to, and therefore it's a roller coaster that just makes them want to just give up instead of work things through. And that's what women should work towards changing, because men are the initiator, but women are the ones that say, "I quit." Why is that? Why can't we sit down as man and woman, husband and wife, and try to work through things and try to sacrifice and try to serve one another? Let's compete against serving one another and see who can do the best at that.
I like that one. That's a good one.
Facts.
That's
But
a
that
real
goes
good
back to what I was saying earlier, though. They did 25 years ago.
I know
Right,
they don't do
Everybody
that shit
being
now.
in their inbox, everybody being in their email address or their IG DM or their Facebook DM. Or like I said, I've seen this in several relationships, bro. It's different. Folks used to have to actually find your woman in the grocery store at a student council meeting and ask physically for her phone number to reach her after hours. They can touch your girl, whoever you're dating right now, via LinkedIn, Facebook,
But
Instagram.
none of that stuff
Twitter.
matters if you're.
Oh,
your
it
relationship is
matters,
strong
bro.
enough.
Access
Wait,
matters.
not if your relationship is strong enough. The problem with people in a relationship is they don't want to change, and what relationship does is it challenges you every day, and you find out that it's more about you adapting to them and each other. If you have the mindset it's gonna be this way, if you come in, it's gonna be this way, and that's the only way it's gonna be, it already failed day one. So to
Man,
me,
to be honest with you, a relationship is all about responsibility, man.
it's about responsibility, but you can also, every time you're giving up something, both people have to give up something constantly. You have to compromise.
Yeah,
You-
That's
if
right.
You think
You gotta
that
compromise.
if you
If
think
there's
that the
no
sex, you
compromise,
holding your
the
goodies,
relationship is over.
right? You think you holding your goodies is going to work? The long term, it's going to affect that man a certain way. And the problem is, honestly, we're not really getting down into really getting to know each other. When I hear women say, I don't know what he's gonna do, that's because you haven't studied your man. Man, we need to study our women. You're supposed to know every part, how they thinking. But you can't if you're too busy distracted on how much money you're making and everything that you're doing. Concentrate on a relationship, and I think the relationship, it challenges you. You have to really, if you're in for long term, you find out that your marriage keeps going through renewals. And you love each other, and because day one, Deshaun, you know, when you marry each other day one, it's going to change because you both are going to change. You both are evolving. But if you miss the opportunity and you don't continue to communicate, before you know it, you start a spread apart. Now you can keep her goodies because she ain't connect with you anyway.
Let me tell you something. You might get locked out of the goodies because your wife got her hair done or your girl got her hair done and you didn't even notice it. You might get locked out in the goodies because you ain't even notice your lady nails for a whole week. Stuff like that is important to women.
That's stupid. That's stupid.
You saying it's stupid, but it's reality.
Especially
but reality is also I don't have to put up with this shit.
On her head.
Let's not make it.
And I ain't noticed it for a whole week.
No,
well,
bro.
Actually, you know what?
That's excusing bad behavior. No.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Wait.
We can't reward that.
There's two sides to it, right? Listen, two sides to it. What he's saying is, here's the thing. Women desire certain things. We can't look at it from the way we look at it. They desire certain things. On the other hand,
there you go.
We desire certain things. What women don't get is, in order for you to get that, and for you to continue getting that treatment, you also have to meet us what we want.
That's right.
That's it. You're going to have to give it to women because women desire attention. We don't want attention. So for that reason, we don't want attention. We know what we want, but it's a two-way street for guys and women. In order for us to get that, this is what I want. Women have to return that favor. We have to do that. There's no other women.
But women always want attention when they want it. Exactly the time they want it and how they want it.
You know
what I'm saying? And if you don't do it exactly how they want it, that's when you give them that leeway. It turns into that bullshit too. So this is what I'm saying. You can't always be like, I got your baby, treat your baby, meet your baby. No, you gotta pick and choose when it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? You always treat her well, but I'm not gonna always be in your ass talking about, hey, beautiful baby, because then you're gonna get used to it. I don't do it for one day, now I don't get no ass. You out your blood clot mind. Cut it out. It's game plan. I don't like the game plan.
Aaron, what were you ready to say a few minutes ago?
No, I didn't know if I interrupted here. I forgot. Now go ahead. I think about it.
All right, we're gonna bring it to a close anyway. Yo, hey, you guys, this is about the end of the show for today. This was good. We could win on some more.
Part two.
I'm down.
Aaron, what you want to say real quick?
I'm like this. I'm gonna always be a gentleman. So regardless of whether or not the woman who I'm with does me or not, I've been reading the Bible enough where it says, show kindness even to your enemies. So even when my woman or somebody do me wrong, flesh wants to react then, but the God in me says no. So I try to do everything to please my woman, even when she don't want to be pleased because she's upset about something. That just has been instilled in me. So whether or not she decides to go her way and do her thing, I know with the fullness of me that I have given my all, even if she calls it. And that's what's important.
Can I say something about that though? You have to understand, you've been built and groomed to that. Everybody don't understand the word of God and how to operate and function on that level. See, you got to understand, you've structured your life in God. So guess what? You're equipped for that type of battle when your wife won't and you will.
Right.
So it comes with a cost. You understand what I'm saying? Guess what? Right. That's something that has to be taught. These other guys haven't been groomed and fashioned in that way. Like the Bible says in Proverbs 22:6, train up a child in the way that they should go, and when they are older, they will not depart from it. In other words, if they haven't been strengthened and structured in those areas, they're not going to be able to walk upright and strong like you are in that area from the perspective that you were just speaking.
Right. So we last few words real quick. Anthony got something. Jim, you got something to say real quick?
Yeah. I'll close out on a more. I'm gonna reach out to everybody on this. I think the topic of the conversation was what was worse, if a woman was to cheat or if she was to hold back. I believe the good book says Ezekiel 23:20, thou shalt not waste thy emissions. Y'all good night. Have a good night. Read that one that's really in there.
Hey yo, is that the one you told me about? Is that the one you told me about?
That's really in there. Thou shalt not waste thy emissions. Y'all have a good night on that one.
All right,
Handle that.
Jim, all right, hold on, Jim. All right, Jim, what you got? Last couple of words.
My Bible says you better give me that coochie.
Savage, you got to stop it, man.
Savage 522.
Right. Five. That's I like that.
Savage 522. Put on a t-shirt and book that joint right now.
Pancake conversation.
That's right, guys. Hey, you guys, check us. We're gonna be here every Sunday at 7:00. And I just want to say this is coming from a different perspective. I respect all of you guys' point of view, all of you guys' opinion. You know, that's the whole point. We just want to talk about it. And Jim, you just said something a few minutes ago too, man. That something about what Deshaun said. What did you say? Maybe come to me in a minute. But we just come from all different perspectives. So, technically nobody's wrong. Just everybody's point of view, everybody's opinion. But we're here for the real men. We just here to be honest, open, and transparent, so that women can see what we're really all about. So, hey man, I respect all you guys' opinion because somewhere or another, there's a truth in everybody's opinion. That's something we use from everybody's point of view.
Facts.
Yep. So other than that, you guys, I will see you Sunday. Tayshawn, man, you got to come back. I enjoyed it. Anthony, AG.
Oh yeah. Once y'all put your link.
I'm gonna know how to act next week, man.
Put your links in the private chat.
All right, man.
All right, Tanya.
All right, man. Y'all have a nice day.
All right. Thank you everybody for tuning in. We love you. See y'all next week.
All right, one.